Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a fall makeup look. I'm going to be using mostly all drugstore products. I went and got my hair done today, if you couldn't tell, and I got a darker, kind of more one-tone brown color for fall, and that just really inspired me to do a fall makeup look. I'm really digging my hair color. When I went to get my hair done, I told my hairstylist that I was filming today, so she put my hair in a cute little bun and then did some curls on the bottom. So if you guys are in the Chicagoland area or the suburbs of Chicago, go look up Nikki Moon's salon. That's where I go to get my hair done, and I absolutely love it there. And I've been going there for about 2 years, and they are just the best at what they do. So if you guys are in the area, definitely go check it out. I love fall and I love doing makeup looks. I want to do a affordable makeup look with drugstore products. I have not tried it out. I'm just kind of winging it here. I have not tried this look out. I'm just kind of winging it as I go. I'm excited. I'm so excited to be doing this. Yeah, let's jump into this video. So first things first, I already have my face primed. I use the same primer I normally do, which isn't drugstore, but I looked around at Target, Walmart, Ulta, everywhere, and I couldn't really find a drugstore primer that I was crazy about trying out on my face. Just kind of want to keep one thing the same on my face, so I stuck with my Faced Hangover Rx and my Porefessional. Another thing that I will be using in here that isn't necessarily drugstore will be the ColourPop, what is this? The ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Highlight. I could not find a highlight at any of my drugstores that I really liked, that I really wanted to use. So this is going to be the second product that's not drugstore. As far as my brushes go, you guys know I absolutely love Morphe brushes. So 90% of my brushes are Morphe brushes. I don't really consider Morphe a drugstore. It does have drugstore prices, so they're very reasonable prices, and the quality of the brushes is just absolutely amazing. Totally like not even comparable to a drugstore product. But if you do want more what I consider drugstore brushes, which are brushes that I consider that are sold at drugstores, like Real Techniques is sold at drugstores, you have e.l.f. that's sold at drugstores, and Eco Tools, I believe, are the three that I know of that are sold at drugstores. When I say drugstore, I mean Target, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Myers, and then Ulta also sells some drugstore products like L'Oreal and all that. So you can find those at you can find any of these products at any of those stores. So it's definitely very universal out there. But let's jump into this video. So first things first. Do I want to start with eyeshadow first? Let's start with eyeshadow. So I bought the Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles. I bought it in what I think might be my color, I hope is my color, and it is light pale in 120. So I bought this. I'm probably going to use this to prime my eyes because it's the only primer I have, or something close to primer that I have for my eyes. This is probably, I've never used this product before, so this is kind of like a first impressions slash a fall makeup look. It has plastic around it that I'm just having so much trouble getting off. So how do I... So you're supposed to, I think you crank it and then product comes out. So I'm cranking it, but I don't see product coming out. Nothing's coming out. This is taking forever. Oh, we got product. We got product. Awesome. I'm gonna use this on my eyes. Why? Because I didn't really think of grabbing anything else, to be honest. I did get this LA palette Nude Intense by L'Oreal. So this is what it looks like. This is probably the most expensive thing I've bought, and this was about $18 at Target. I don't know if it's cheaper anywhere else, but this is probably, like I said, the most expensive thing that I bought. It comes with 10 shades, and these are the 10 shades you get. So we are going to attempt a fall look out of these 10 given shades. And if I want, I do have a little Milani pressed eyeshadow, so I might be using this. It's in gold, we'll see. But we're gonna start with these 10 shades. I'm gonna be using a Sigma E40, which is once again, it's a little bit more expensive than Morphe for Sigma brushes, but they still are not as expensive as some brushes out there, so I kind of consider them on the drugstore-esque side because you're not paying $50, $60 a brush. So I'm going to be using this. We're going to start with this third shade right here in the palette. They don't have names, so we're going to call it shade number 3. Pick up a little bit of that and put it as my transition color. Thus far, there's little to no fallout. There's a lot of like kind of fallout on the palette itself. I don't know if you can tell. Like right around this area, there's a lot of fallout on the palette itself. Which, I mean, a lot of palettes have that, so it's not really that big of a deal. Alright. Not looking that bad. I like the color. It's a very nice color. You do have to kind of go in a couple times to really truly get that color pigmentation and payoff that you want. But doesn't look too bad. Alright, let's see. Now I'm going to go in with a Morphe M573 brush. I'm going to pick up this kind of the second to last color right here. This soft purple color. See what this looks like. I'm going to focus this mainly on my crease in my outer corner. Not 100% sure where I'm going with this look. So just work with me here. So this color has definitely a lot more pigmentation than that first color. A little of it goes such a long way. So I'm mostly focusing it on my outer corner and just slowly working it inward towards the crease. Kind of trying to keep it mostly underneath where we put that transition shade. As you can tell, I kept it mostly on the outer part of my eye. I didn't drag it too far in on the inner corner because I kind of want more of a wake, an opened eye look as opposed to a closed eye look. And then I'm going to go in with a Morphe M433 brush. Let's see. Let's pick up a little bit of, so we're going to go in with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go in with the 6th color right here, this brown taupey color. Let's pick up a little bit of that and just focus that only on the outer corner. So this is just strictly going to go on the outer corner of my eye. And I'm just going to pat and give a little shimmy of my brush. So I'll pat it down and then just kind of shimmy it down to definitely get that color payoff that I want. And then that's how I'm going to blend it with the rest, is just using this soft little kind of shimmying little move. Oh, it's good. I like that. So then, let's see. Then I'm going to take this little BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm going to pick up the third to last shade, so this really white pink color here, and put that on my lid. Maybe not. So that other brush I had didn't work out. I was trying to find a different brush to use as opposed to my MAC 242 brush, but the other one didn't work out quite well, so I'm going to have to use my MAC 242 brush, and I'm just going to pack this onto my lid. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the very last color in here, which is a mauve kind of purple. I'm going to pick that up and then put that also on the edge, in the outer corner of my eye, and just lightly blend it in, not too much. So then I'm going to go back in with the Sigma E40 with no product on it, and then just kind of use it to blend everything together. A little bit more of that last color on the Morphe M433 brush. And then I'm going to go in with the Morphe 573 brush and just use this to blend my crease a little bit more. And voila, our eyes are done. I am absolutely loving this. So this palette's definitely 10 out of 10. Do recommend. I love this. So next I'm going to go and do my lashes. I'm just going to give my lashes a little curl. So then I'm going to go in with the OG of lash primer, which is the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Carbon Black, I believe it is, mascara. So once again, when I do lashes, I prime one eye at a time. So I'll put mascara on this eye, put a lash on, and then put mascara on my other eye. So for lashes, I bought the Ardell Wispies in black. I got a twin pack just because this is the only way that they came. So if you want more of a vampy lash and a glamorous lash, you could pick up a set of the Allure lashes, which are also available in drugstores. But I absolutely love Ardell lashes, as well as I do love the Allure lashes. I wasn't trying to do more of a glamour look, just kind of a simple, go-to, easy fall look. So, oh, my Atlanta, Georgia. So I do use the Duo eyelash adhesive. For some reason, it's coming out super chunky today, and it's just getting everywhere. So, power of editing, 2 lashes are on. Now we are going to move on to foundation. So, I'm going to go in with one of my absolute favorite drugstore foundation, the new CoverGirl Healthy Elixir foundation. I'm in the shade Classic Ivory. I absolutely love this foundation. It is such full coverage. It's such a gorgeous foundation, and your face looks absolutely flawless after putting it on. The only big problem I have with this is it just smells. Like, I'm not crazy about when foundations have a fragrance to them, and this has a very strong fragrance that I'm not crazy about. I don't like it too much. If I could change one thing about this foundation, it would definitely be the smell of it. So I'm just going to take a Sigma F60 brush and just put this all over my face. All this is a foundation brush. Elf sells one. I know Elf sells one. I know Eco Tools sells one. Mine just came in a pack with a bunch of Sigma brushes. So I'm using this one, and it's definitely my favorite. As you can tell, it's got some wear and tear to it. So what I like to do is I will paint on half my face, and then I will go in with a beauty blender and dab it out. So if you watched my last tutorial, I said a little tip and trick that I like to do in it, and it's to keep my beauty blender wet. I'll keep it wet until I'm ready to use it, and then when I'm ready to use it, I will squeeze it out in a paper towel or in a washcloth, and then it's still damp and ready to use, and then that way with all these lights and everything, it's not drying out. So I'm just going to lightly pounce this out on my face. I'm not pushing very hard, but I'm doing fast motions, and then when I get to my neck, as you can see, I just drag it down my neck. But then I'm going to I'm just going to leave whatever I have on this for sculpting out my brows when I do my brows. Then I'm going to go back in with that Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser in Dark Circles. I'm assuming you just put it under like this. I think you can like blend it out with this. I don't know. Dang, that's really white. It doesn't look that bad when it's all blended out and blended together. Not too bad. So when it's all blended out, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too white. Thought maybe I got too light of a color, but it doesn't look that bad. So I bought a Milani Press Set and Go translucent face powder. I'm going to use this to set my under eye area. I can get my eyelashes to stop sticking together. So I'm going to use this to set my under eye area and set the rest of my face. So far, there's so much fallout with this. So my camera overheated. While my camera was overheating, all I did was finish setting my face with that translucent powder. It's a little drying. I'm not super crazy about it. Would I necessarily buy it again? Maybe not. It's really stark white. It could just be my concealer that's throwing me off and the lighting that's throwing me off. But I'm not super crazy about this. I don't know. Maybe I'm not used to it. I don't know. Just not 100% sold or crazy on it. But on a different note, we are going to do our eyebrows next. So I basically didn't set, like I set all of this area, and if I was going like, I went like this above my brows. That way I can re-sculpt my brows. So we are going to be using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I heard a lot that this is like a perfect dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. We are about to find out. So I'm going to take the NYX one. This feels a lot smaller than the Anastasia one. So I feel like it might take me a little bit longer to fill in my brows, but we're going to find out. So I think I brought a color that's a little too light for my brows. I brought chocolate, and I thought chocolate would be good because it looks super dark on the packaging. But it's a lot lighter when you actually swatch it and use it. So I'm going to stop there. I do like this pencil. I think this pencil is really great. It's really good for defining your brows. It's just not the right color for me. I thought I got the right color and I didn't. So I'm just going to finish my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, which I know is the right color for my brows. So it's going to be dark enough for my brows. And it's just not going to look as weird. So all I did was just finish filling in my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer because the NYX one was not the right shade. Would I buy this? Oh my gosh, yes. This is amazing brow pencil. It was $10 compared to, I believe these are like $22 to $23. So I would definitely 100% recommend buying this. I would definitely 100% buy this. I just personally did not buy the right color. I thought chocolate would work for me. I would recommend getting it. 10 out of 10 would recommend. But make sure you get the right shade. So then I'm just going to set my brows with, So I have some NYX. It's just NYX mascara for your brows. It's tinted brow mascara. This is probably going to be too light for me again, but I've had this for a while, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Morphe M410 brush, and I'm just going to take over whatever leftover foundation I have, and I'm just going to sculpt out my brows. This is just going to add a little bit more definition to my brow area. Then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just blend it all out, and then just lightly underneath. And then I'm going to go back in with that setting powder that I'm not crazy about. But I'm not sure if I like strongly dislike it or if I'm just not 100% crazy about it right now. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just set above my brow area. We're going to finish our eyes. We're going to drop stuff. We're going to go back in with that L'Oreal palette. And we are going to take this darkest shade all the way over to the right. Depends where you're looking at it, right or left. The very last shade in the palette right over here. And I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. So that was using a Morphe M432 brush. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush, any pencil brush you have. I have two different ones I like to use. I like to use the Sigma, I think it's an E30 brush, or the Morphe E36 brush. I'm going to use the Sigma one right now, and I'm going to go in with this third shade right here. I'm going to pick some of that up on my brush and then just use that to blend out that lower lash line. So then I'm just going to take some of that voluminous mascara again, and I'm just going to use that to blend my lashes, my fake lashes with the real lashes. I like to just hit the bottom of my fake lashes and the tops of my real lashes and not go all the way up, because I think that I feel like if you go all the way up on your lashes, it will ruin the lash. Then I'm just going to hit a little bit of this on my lower lash. And then we're going to go in with some bronzing because I'm feeling like I look a little pale right now. I picked up the Wet n Wild. It is the contour palette. So it's the contouring palette contour. Good job. So I'm going to be using a Morphe E8 brush to contour my face. Holy cow. All I did is tap my brush in it once. That worries me so much. Alright, here we go. Holy cow. I wish you guys can see the absolute mess this is making right now. You can see this thing is absolutely covered. My bag is covered. My vanity is covered. It is an absolute mess. So all I'm doing is taking a Sigma F40 brush. Has no product on it, but I'm kind of using it to blend out a little bit. It worked well on this side. So pros and cons about this powder. Pros, it blends out gorgeously. It looks so well when it's blended. Cons, there is literally powder everywhere. Everywhere. And I hate it. I'm covered. My white shirt is covered in powder. My white vanity is covered in powder. My Target bag is covered in powder. Everything is covered in powder. But at least I don't look that white anymore. Maybe the lighting changed. As you can tell, it is getting dark behind me. That might have something to do with it. But it blends gorgeously. Like, it blends out so nicely. It's pretty good. I think I bought this for about $3 to $4. It's a huge, like, compact. It's probably about the size of the Jeffree Star highlighting compacts. So it's a really big compact. You get a highlight, a contour, and I believe this is supposed to be a highlighting. It's like it's not like your normal typical highlight. It's just like a lighter kind of setting powder, which is very, very chalky as well, just like the other one is. So for blush, I'm going to go in with the Milani Baked Blush. This is in the shade, oh, that was the brush, 07, which is Fantastico Mauve. Fantastico Mauve. It is a very berry color, and I love these baked blushes because they basically have like a highlighter built in, but it's a very mauve-y color with purples and pinks, and I think it's just absolutely perfect for fall. So if you want a little blush heavy like I did, just take a, what is this, a stippling brush and blend it out. Like I said in the beginning, this highlighter is not available at drugstores, but it will very soon be available at Sephora for the same prices. So I believe this one was about $8 to $10. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheeks highlights. This is in the shade Churro, which I absolutely love the ColourPop Super Shocks. So I'm just gonna pop this on the apples of my cheeks. I normally would use a brush, but these are like super, super creamy that you don't really need to use a brush for them. So just pop a little bit everywhere. And I'm just gonna blend it out with my beauty blender. So there's no product on my beauty blender, if you guys were wondering. All it is just a damp beauty blender, and I'm just kind of using it to push my highlighter in to give it more of a natural glow. So next we are going to move on to lips. I have two lip colors that I'm going to choose from. So I have a NYX Lingerie, which is more, and this is in the shade 12. Exotic is the shade, I believe. So it's in the shade 12, Exotic. This is more of a reddish one. And then I also have a Milani lip cream, which is in the shade 20, which is Sugar, which is a darker lip. I'm going to show you both of them, so then you guys could choose which one you want to use. So this is the NYX one in the shade 20, which is Exotic. It's coming up a lot more orange on camera, but it's not. It's a lot more red in person. Not crazy about it. I love NYX lingeries, but for some reason this one is very, very chunky. It's not going on smooth like they normally do. This one just feels super chunky, but this is what the finished look looks like with that one. I'm gonna go for a darker lip because it's fall and I love dark lips, so be right back. I'm gonna change my lip color. Next, we are gonna go in with the Milani lip cream in the shade 20, which is Sugar. This is a darker color. It would be good to use a lip liner with it. I'm just gonna wing it. So this is the look with a darker lip. I'm definitely liking the darker lip a little bit more. All I have to say is with the Milani ones, you have to be careful with the darker ones. If you rub your lips together while you're applying it, it will become very streaky. I didn't have the problem with these with the lighter ones. I love the light and nude colors in these. But for the darker ones, you do have to be careful because when you rub your lips together, it becomes very streaky and it's very hard to put on. So be careful with the darker colors, but I absolutely love this look with a darker color. My little bun's falling. So I would definitely recommend doing the darker color. That's just me. I like dark lips. So next, I'm going to set my spray, and I'm going to set my face in NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. So I'm going to use this to set my face. And once you set your face, the look is complete. I really hope you guys like this look. It is very fall-like. I guess this video was more of like a first impression / fall makeup look. It's actually currently burning on my lip. I have never had this happen before. Like you can see, it all came off. So it's very, very blotchy. I don't know, but it's literally really burning on my lips. So I'm going to start taking it off as I'm talking to you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys tried out these products yourself or tried out any of let me know if you guys tried out any of these products yourself and how you felt about them. Tag me on Instagram or on YouTube if you guys decide to recreate this look. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I will link those all down below. And I'm going to go and take this lip off because it's really burning. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. So, like I said, when I was filming, my lips started really burning from that Milani lip cream. I'm not sure what happened. As I took it off, it was burning so badly I could not stand it anymore. You can see I have no product on my lips. My lips are incredibly red right now and pink, which my lips never look like that, but I have no product on them, and they're just really red, and they still hurt and they still burn a little. I've never had that happen with a lip before. I don't know if maybe the only time I've actually ever had that happen was with like a lip plumper. These aren't supposed to be lip plumpers. These are just supposed to be a lip cream. I've used the Milani lip creams before. I've used nude shades. I have the shade, I believe it is, let me get it out. I do have the shade 10, which is adorable. So I have the nude shade and I also have a darker shade. I wear the nude shade all the time and I've never had it happen. But for some reason with this darker shade, it burned my lips so badly. Honestly, I don't recommend these. I just don't want anyone to have their lips burning like I did or take chances. If you want to try these at your own risk. I'm not going to say I recommend them because I don't. That was very painful. It was not fun. That's up to you. I've had light colors. They work. Just some reason this dark one did not work. So at your own risk, try this. I do not recommend. Alright, that's it. Bye.